Well, I've always had a passion for timber, architecture, art, industrial design, and it's basically a natural progression. And also, we still had a lot of timber offcuts when we made our furniture. We had to find another purpose for this timber rather than just throw out the offcuts. So that's why we started making smaller picture frames. How did we market this? How did we sell this? Back in the day, we used to just go to the markets on a weekend, on a Saturday and a Sunday, and we just road test them there, and the picture frames were an instant hit. Then we realised that was it was a niche market that was really lacking. No one was making any of this, and we met some amazing people who actually cared about the environment, the passion for beautiful Australian hardwood and everything else, and it was just an instant hit, and it was just so good to be able to get involved. And markets are really a leveler, because you'd go on a Saturday and you'd have an amazing day, and you go on the Sunday, you sell hardly anything. So we constantly have to adjust, and doing the markets taught us a lot. And today we are where we are because of those markets. Well, our main aim is to reduce landfill and only use recycled materials like timber, concrete, whatever we need to do. That's what we need to use. Just reduce landfill and recycle material, always. Sustainability is head and shoulders above everything else, the most important thing to us. And we try but we do source all our materials in an ethical way. Well, success to us is measured by the amount of timber that we save from going to landfill. Look, we use our offcuts to make furniture. Just go on our website and have a look at what we do, and we're always looking to improve and really use up everything that we can, including our sawdust. Our sawdust are given to, handed out to chicken farmers, mushroom farmers, landscapers. So we basically use everything that we have. Yeah, well, I think the first thing we always do is we listen to what the customer wants. We don't try and sell them anything. We basically listen to what they want. And most of them want to use recycled timbers for their picture frames. And they do understand that every frame we make is completely different to each other. So they're the customers that we seem to attract, and we seem to go hand in hand with them. Well, we strive to only supply top quality products, and using recycled timbers, sometimes it's not the easiest to do, but with our experience over the years, we have fine-tuned a lot of things, and we're still learning, and we'll be forever learning. So basically, we need to make sure that we take time and patience to get our quality right the way we want it, because if we're not happy, nothing gets sent out. We have to be happy with it first before anything goes out. Oh, look, when I was an apprentice carpenter, there was an old guy, Charlie, who took me under his wing. For some reason, he liked me, and I learned so much from him about life, about timber, about work ethics, and just about everything in general. He was an amazing guy. He was such a mentor and an inspiration to me. And he always said, don't you ever, ever work for the man. You got to run your own business. You got to be passionate. You're passionate enough about timber, so you got to be in your own business. And when you do start your own business, I want you to call it Mulbury. And I said, oh, really? Why is that? And he goes, well, mulberry is the fruit of your labour. And I thought, oh, that's pretty corny. But anyway, so we searched for the word mulberry. We couldn't get it. So the closest I could get was Mulbury. That's all in honour of Charlie. Well, the future is really exciting for us, because we're going to continue to source timber, recycled concrete, recycled plastic, and any other materials that we can look at and introduce into our fold. Sourcing these materials is basically a constant battle. It's a titanic struggle, really, but we will never ever give up. Because why? Because we care about you the customer, and we want to share all this timber with you so you can put it up in your home and you can look at it and pass it on to other generations, or else this goes to landfill. And it's also saving the planet with CO2s. It's stored in the timber. So if it gets burnt or rots in the forest, it's released back into the atmosphere. So what you're doing is you're helping the environment by purchasing recycled materials.